Welcome back to MC Coin World. If you're a coin collector or just love exploring rare and historical coins, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into an exciting piece of British numismatic history, the 1938 George VI 1 penny. We'll explore its design, historical significance, mint details, and even check if yours might be worth more than just a penny. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. Welcome back to MC Coin World, the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of numismatics. Today, we are exploring one of the most iconic coins from British history, the 1938 George VI 1 penny. This coin holds a special place among collectors due to its historical significance, design, and role in the British economy. In this video, we will examine the history of King George VI and his reign, the circumstances surrounding the minting of the 1938 1 penny, the design elements of the coin, its composition, mintage numbers, variations, errors, collector demand, and even its current market value. By the end of this video, you will have a complete understanding of why this coin is not just another old penny, but a numismatic treasure worth appreciating. Historical background: King George VI and Britain in 1938. To understand the significance of the 1938 George VI 1 penny, we must first look at the historical context in which it was minted. George VI became King of the United Kingdom and the dominions of the British Commonwealth on December 11, 1936, following the abdication of his older brother, Edward VIII. The sudden abdication was due to Edward VIII's decision to marry Wallis Simpson, an American divorcee, which was deemed unacceptable by the British government and the Church of England at the time. As a result, George VI, who was not originally expected to be king, ascended to the throne. His reign was marked by several critical global and domestic events. By 1938, Britain was on the brink of World War II, as tensions in Europe were rising with the aggressive expansion of Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler. This was the same year that the infamous Munich Agreement was signed, in which Britain and France attempted to appease Hitler by allowing Germany to annex the Sudetenland region of Czechoslovakia. This period was filled with uncertainty, as Britain prepared for the possibility of war while still dealing with the economic repercussions of the Great Depression that had begun in 1929. In this turbulent period, British coinage continued its standard production, and the Royal Mint ensured that circulating currency remained stable. The 1938 George VI 1 penny was part of this monetary system, playing a role in everyday transactions at a time when the value of a penny was much more significant than it is today. Design and features of the 1938 George VI 1 penny. The 1938 1 penny featured a design that was first introduced in 1860 during the reign of Queen Victoria and continued, with some modifications, through multiple British monarchs. The obverse of the coin bears the effigy of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget, one of the most respected coin designers of his time. The portrait shows the king facing left, with a strong yet approachable expression, reflecting his image as a stable and dignified monarch. The inscription around the portrait reads, "This Latin inscription translates to George VI, by the grace of God, King of all Britain, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India." This reflects the fact that Britain still controlled India at the time, as Indian independence would not come until 1947. On the reverse of the coin, we see the iconic image of Britannia, a personification of Britain, seated with a trident in her right hand and a shield in her left, symbolizing naval strength and protection. The design of Britannia dates back to Roman times, but it was revived on British coinage in 1672 during the reign of Charles II and remained a staple design until it was finally removed from the penny in 1970. The date 1938 appears at the bottom, while the word 1 penny is inscribed at the top. The coin was struck in bronze, composed of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin, a composition that had been standard for British pennies since 1860. It had a diameter of 31 mm, a weight of 9.4 grams, and a smooth, non-reeded edge. Mintage and production details. The 1938 George VI 1 penny was minted at the Royal Mint in London, and while it was a regular issue, its mintage numbers were significantly lower compared to other years. The total number of 1938 pennies produced was approximately 121 to 609,000, making it relatively common, but still collectible due to its association with the early reign of George VI. Unlike some British coins, there were no known mint marks or major variations for the standard 1938 penny. However, collectors often seek out high-grade examples with minimal wear, as many of these coins saw extensive circulation, leading to significant wear over time. Rarity, errors, and collector interest. While the 1938 penny is not considered rare in circulated condition, uncirculated or near-mint examples are significantly harder to find, and their value can be much higher. Coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services, like PCGS or NGC, can command premium prices. One of the most intriguing aspects of collecting British pennies is looking for errors or varieties. While no major die varieties or mint errors have been widely documented for the 1938 penny, collectors should always be on the lookout for off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, die cracks, which create raised lines on the coin, weak strikes, where the details are not fully imprinted, planchet flaws, such as clipped or defective planchets. Current value and market trends. The value of a 1938 George VI penny varies depending on its condition. Circulated coins, typically worth between $1 to $5. Uncirculated coins, MS-60, MS-64, can sell for $20 to $50. High-grade coins, MS-65 and above, often fetch $100 or more, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC. Rare error coins. Prices vary widely depending on the error type and rarity. As numismatic interest in George VI's reign grows, especially with historical milestones such as the 80th anniversary of W. The demand for his coinage is likely to increase. Conclusion. The 1938 George VI penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but its connection to a pivotal period in British history, its classic Britannia design, and its role in everyday transactions make it an essential piece for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, this penny represents a tangible link to the past, a time of transition, and the lead-up to one of the most defining conflicts in world history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1938 George VI penny, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to MC Coin World for more numismatic content. Let me know in the comments if you own one of these coins or if you'd like me to cover another historical coin in a future video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And that brings us to the end of today's deep dive into the 1938 George VI penny, a coin rich in history, design, and collector interest. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey into coin collecting, this penny is a great piece to add to your collection. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to MC Coin World, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest numismatic content. Your support helps keep this channel growing, and I truly appreciate every one of you who takes the time to watch, comment, and share your thoughts. Let me know in the comments, do you own a 1938 George VI penny? Have you come across any rare errors or high-grade examples? I'd love to hear about your collection, and any topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. Thanks for watching MC Coin World, and until next time, happy collecting!